Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're calling in from. My name is Amy Homsey, and I'm here with my lovely partner, Wendy Morgan, and we're going to be doing a special training today. So welcome to Super Saturday. Hope everyone's having a great day. So today we're going to talk about primarily social media, but other ways of building the business. And as we were just chatting, folks, you want to have a paper and pen ready. Or your cell phone. We are going to do a little PowerPoint. So there's going to be some slides on your screen. Feel free to take some shots if you would like. And the good thing about this is you're going to get different perspectives. Wendy and I are going to go back and forth, and you're going to get some nuggets from both of us. So please take full advantage and take notes. But we're excited to be here. So welcome, Wendy.
Thank you so very much. Hi, everybody. Welcome here. I know a lot of you, this is a long awaited training. Now, we're not going to go deep, guys. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole today. We're going to do some broad brushstrokes, but we promise that in the near future, we're going to actually have a series and actually go down that rabbit hole when it comes to social media training. But this will be a good start just the same. Amy's put together wonderful PowerPoint for you guys. So I look forward to this. It's going to be fun.
Awesome. Yes. And we are going to do basics here, guys. I'm going to keep it simple. And if I could do what we're going to teach you, any one of you can do it. I just want to put that out there right now. So don't be intimidated. We're going to keep this simple. So Wendy, when you're ready, you can put that up. But I'm going to start with just saying, folks, we're all different. So there are different ways of building this business. So for example, I'm just going to go over a few of them that we've talked about before. Networking groups is a good way of doing this business. There's all kinds of networking groups online or meeting. Now, a lot of people are meeting in person. Find some in your area that resonate with you. I know I like to do a lot of the women's groups. Some of them are at breakfast, lunch, some of them are in the evening. There's different events, all of that. So look into that. Yeah, if you can just leave it right there for a second, Wendy, that's awesome. Thank you. Also events. There's all kinds of events happening right now with the fall. In fact, I'm going to one after this call. We went to one before the call. There's one tomorrow. There's all kinds of fall festivals, holiday things. Get out there and start interacting with people and meeting people. When I go to the events, I collect cards. I introduce myself, get to know them. You could do an event where you set up a table and you're one of the vendors. But if you don't have the time, energy, or money for that, I just a lot of times just go to the event and walk around and get in for free, walk around, get to know who's out there, different business owners. So think about that. The other thing I like to do is do business with people I do business with. And I've mentioned this before, but think about that. I will just tell you quickly, my accountant is in this business. My hairdresser is in this business. My chiropractor is in this business. The teller at the credit union is in this business. So I'm out and about talking to people or using their services. So obviously I'm going to tell them about this product and this business. So I like to do business with people I do business with. Here's another way to build your list, folks. Your cell phone. I have about 600 contacts in here. It doesn't matter how many you have, but think about it. Think about your friends or people you haven't spoken to in a while. Who do you know that needs more energy? Who do you know that isn't sleeping well? Who do you know that has back pain? Who's your son's soccer coach, football coach? Go through this is the new Rolodex, is the cell phone. Go through here and see who you could think of to contact. So do networking groups, do events. A lot of people like meeting belly to belly, meeting at the coffee shop. That's fine too. I've done that for 30 years. I love that interaction. You really build that rapport, get to know one another. But today we're going to talk about social media. And a lot of you, like Wendy said, have been asking for this. And I want to throw something else in there before we go to the next slide. Christmas is coming. The holidays are coming. Give the gift of health, right? You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have your health, you really don't have anything, right? We have, in my opinion, the best natural health product I've ever witnessed in 30 years of practicing natural health. The simplicity of it, the effectiveness of it. So think about that. Give the gift of health. Talk about this product. We're all going to be coming together for the holidays, so think about that. So with that, we're going to segue into social media training. Again, here's some great ideas, some basics. Take from it what you can. So Wendy, we could go ahead and start on this slide. Thank you. And I'll let some people know while you're doing that. Okay. So here we go. Start with your profile photo, and I want you to look at your profile photo. So take notes, take some screenshots. If you're in business, try and have a professional photo. Try and have a close-up one. And when I say professional, it doesn't have to be a professional photographer, so to speak. You don't have to spend all this money. It can be a selfie, like this one of me here is actually a selfie. But one close-up so people see you. One, most likely smiling. Now, I personally change mine up probably every 2 months. Every time you change something on Facebook, people get notifications or they see it. So I like to change mine up. They want to see who they are talking to. And, there's a lot of cute things out there, but it's you that you want to focus on. You're building you, folks. We're going to talk about branding today. I personally believe, and Wendy's going to chime in here in a moment, I personally believe in branding myself, not just with LifeWave. Okay. I've been into natural health for many years, so I talk about other things besides LifeWave and the patches. I talk about maybe going to, make sure you have enough vitamin D, what the benefits of vitamin D are, getting sunshine, walking, water, juicing, all of that. People want value and they want content. So look at your profile photo, see if you're happy with it. Who would do business with you? And that's what you want to look at. Put your business hat on if you're doing this as a business, not your pet or a meme. It's all about you building your brand in your business. And I believe in having a professional image if you want to do this business. And what sets you apart from everyone else on Facebook, and that's what we're primarily talking about today, is Facebook. The demographic is most people our age, I'm in my mid 50s, are on Facebook, okay? And a little bit on Instagram. Usually it's a younger crowd, but this is my demographic, so I prefer to do most of my social media stuff on Facebook. So Wendy, is there anything you want to add to this about the profile photo?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So yes, guys, change out the profile photo, just like Amy said. If you have a profile photo that's been up there since 10 years ago, it's time to go ahead and brush that hair of yours, get out in some nice bright sunshine or a beautiful backdrop and take a beautiful selfie. People need to know who you are, because in truth, there's a lot of people selling a lot of things everywhere, right? We all know that. And sometimes we ourselves feel bombarded by different people. So we definitely don't want to be spamming. We'll go into that a little bit later. But nevertheless, is people buy from you because of who you are. So you want to be authentic and in the moment. And here I am, even if, some people feel comfortable coming in with no makeup on and just being the raw. And that's awesome. Just be authentically you and be coming always from the heart. Now, a lot of you, we talked a little bit about branding here too with Amy. Some of you might be, what is branding? Branding is literally, again, just like an umbrella of who you are. You like gardening? Then talk about gardening. And you can also, there is many ways to weave the patches into gardening. You can be a fisherman. You can be, an auto repair person. There's so many things. That is your brand. It's what you do. It's what you love to do. So your branding is what you love to do. And that's what basically branding is. So Amy and myself, we both kind of overlap when it comes to branding because we both are health specialists, lack of better words. And so, but I also have a side, which I'm sure I think Amy does too, which I'm also a spiritual mentor. So it's all in the focus of I'm here for you, the person. And I make sure that people understand I'm here for you. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to do whatever. And same thing with Amy's platform. Same thing. I'm here to help. But look at this. This is the great juice I just got. Oh, look at this. I'm starting out new business, and it's all about bringing better products to you that you don't even know about. I don't know if anyone's following her on Facebook, but man, she's got some good stuff. She's got her fingers in. Go ahead, Amy.
Awesome. Thank you, Wendy. Yes. And the other thing is, you want to post at least once a day, okay? A lot of times, 3 to 5 times a day, but not always about your business. That will get old. You will come across as salesy, okay? You want to provide content. And just like Wendy said, your branding, if you don't want to do it in the health space, that's fine. But whatever your interests truly are, like fishing or golf or whatever that is. And we're going to talk more about that. So we could go on to the next slide. Also, your cover photo, I change that out all the time as well. So how to create for impact. And that's what we're talking about. We want attraction marketing. We want people coming to you. We don't want you chasing people. So post a picture of a lifestyle or achievements or family, things that are important to you. You want them to know, like, and trust you. And that's what this whole business is all about, right? I say it all the time. People don't care what you know until they know that you care. Just be genuine and be authentic on here. Don't try and be someone you're not. All right. Don't ever do that. Also, I personally believe, and I've seen other posts that are different, but I think Wendy and I are on the same page on this. I don't mention LifeWave. I do not mention X39. When I'm doing a post, and you're going to see some of my posts on a couple slides, I like to do the curiosity post. I usually say the power of the patch or stem cell activation patch. By the way, guys, we have to be compliant. I want you to write that down. Be compliant. We cannot make medical claims. So we have to be extremely careful what we do post on social media to protect all of us and to protect the company. All right. We have a product that works so well that is natural. So I'm just going to say this, Wendy, the FDA is not going to like that, just to be honest with you. All right. So we're helping people get better. So no medical claims. I don't post LifeWave. I don't post X39. Now, you want to create that curiosity to bring them to you so they want more. You're going to pique their interest just a little bit and you're going to reel them in, right? That's what it's all about, attraction marketing. Now, I will say, with the exception of this, and this is just me, and for those of you who are friends with me on Facebook, you have seen this, the only time I post about LifeWave or X39 is when I'm doing the Wednesday podcast. I will post the invite, a photo of myself right before the call, and a brief little blurb. But other than that, it's always about the power of the patch, stem cell activation patch, etc. Create the curiosity. So if you mention LifeWave X39, do you know people are going to Google that? They're going to go to lifewave.com. They could bypass you. They could order online. So that's the other reason you don't want to do that. You want to follow this system. We have a system in place, which is getting people on the podcast, getting them to start x39now.com, using the script. Hey, what do you know about stem cells? I finally found, etc. So I believe that's the best way to do it. Wendy, what would you love to add to that?
So Amy and I are on the same page. We've both been on social media for quite some time. And yes, that picture that goes behind your actual photograph, have it be something personal to you in the way of, here, let's say if this was Amy's back picture, because she loves the beach, right away. If I look at it, I'm like, oh, Amy loves the beach. She likes quiet. She likes to be in exquisite space where she's being treated like a queen. Here she's being served, dinner or breakfast, on the beach, and obviously in a very nice place, a vacation spot. So obviously either A, she's been there, and I might wonder, wow, how did she get there? How is she able to do these things? And I really like that, how that makes me feel too, by looking at that picture. So something that's a little personal, it shows people a little bit more about you and who you are. It can be your family, but I would recommend not. I'd recommend more like, if you're a gardener and that's your branding, that put, oh, I just planted these beautiful flowers, and you don't have to say anything, you just put a picture of those beautiful flowers, right? Whatever that serves value and shows people more about you. Gosh, there's something else you said. Oh yeah, brand, not mentioning the name. So you are in control of your business, and that is, I'm going to say it again, you are in control of your business. So do not give away all the answers. Do not give away the name of the company. Do not give away the name of the product, because just like Amy elaborated, they can go ahead and go Google it, where they find something negative or positive, you are not controlling that information that they're receiving. If they go and find something negative that's false, because I guarantee you, honey, I went ahead and have been working with a previous company and we busted the AMA for hiring people to put out web information about said product to say that it was really bad. They actually got busted in that. So we want to control what information goes to them. But going back, if they had all that information, then they can go on eBay or Amazon and purchase said product that is a false product. It's a counterfeit product. So again, we want to get them into, so hey, this is the information. Look, this is the information that the company provides. This is the studies. And also now let's get you the authentic product that is actually guaranteed through the company, i.e. through myself. So it is so important not to share the name of the product. Again, going back to what Amy said, attraction marketing or curiosity post. You know, you're not going to give all the information out. You just want to give enough, little nugget, a little carrot, right? So everybody goes, oh, I want to know more about that. So, okay, you want to go to the next slide?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
And that's so true what you just said. And think about this, folks. How do they see your brand? How are people seeing you? Everything you post created a perception of who you are. And getting back to what Wendy said, even the family photos are you. Like, if you're friends with me on Facebook, it's about food a lot. It's about Italy. It's about my family, my granddaughter. It's about dachshunds because it's my favorite breed. It's about natural health. So whatever your interests are, that's you. That's part of you. So that's branding. Okay. So how do people see you? That's what you want to look at. What am I portraying? What image am I portraying? But again, you have to be authentic. Do not pretend you're someone you're not. Do not try and be like someone else who's on social media through another company or even LifeWave. Be you. So with that, we'll go along unless there's something you want to add, Wendy.
Yeah, I do. So this, I'm going to and Amy might be going into this a little bit later, but I'm going to elaborate on it. It is really good to share a little bit something personal about you so people know you're a real person, right? If I just come on there and just do nothing but little memes and little inspirational quotes, and then occasionally put in attraction marketing about somebody's testimony, well, again, they don't know anything about me. They don't know if they want to be in touch and contact with me because they don't even know who I am. So sharing a little bit about your life. Look, I know selfies for some people are like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? But selfies are just another way of saying I took the picture of myself with other people versus somebody else is standing outside the picture and taking the picture, which we've all done throughout the decades. It's just a changing of where the perspective of the camera is coming from. But sharing, here we are and having a coffee shop, we're having a great time, so that people know you're a real person, because there's so many people in the Facebook world that are false. They are scammers. And the way you actually weed out those scammers is to look at their profile, which that will be going into another time, but to see, are they a real person? Do we see real information about them? Do we know who they are? What are their likes? What's their family like, et cetera, et cetera. And this is another way in which you assure other people, yes, I am a real person. I'm authentically here to help you. Okay, next slide.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, attract followers to engage with you. You want the most amount of likes, comments, and eventually, now I can't really see this, but I also do post little memes or funny things too. So this got a lot of likes and comments. Also, and maybe Wendy could address this better than me, but when you do post something, a business post, so to speak, you want engagement right away. You want comments and likes. I think it's within a certain amount of time, Wendy, am I wrong, where it will show up more on the algorithm?
Yeah. If within the first, I think it's within the first 6 hours, even probably less, 4 hours, if you got likes, comments are always best. So how do you get more comments? Even within your posts, like such as Amy shared here, I don't remember what that cat person is called, but Amy says, like this says, I think we can conclude that timeout generation didn't produce as good of results as the ass whooping generation. And so she might go, LOL, what generation are you? With a question mark. That will instill more conversation. You always want to work out with a question there. So more people are apt to comment. And when they do comment, you comment back. you get that conversation flowing, comment back with a question and laughing and how are you doing today, whatever it is. The more interaction and comments that go back and forth, the more Facebook looks at and goes, this must be a really great post because a lot of people are having interaction and commenting on it. So now we're going to share it with more people. So whenever you share a post, guys, let's say you have 4,000 friends and 3,000 followers. Your post is not shared with everybody. It's shared with a very small percentage. I'm talking probably under 400 or 500 people. And then as more people comment on it, Facebook goes, oh, this is a very valuable post. So now we're going to share it with 1,000. And the more we get comments on it, it's shared with more and more and more. So it's so important that if someone comments on your post, you need to comment back and try to get a conversation flowing there. And let's say you put out a post at 8 a.m. in the morning, and that post gets, 20 likes, and you have like 40 different, conversations going on there. Then the next thing that you post, Facebook is going to, instead of sharing it with that 200 to 300, or 500, they're going to immediately share it with the 1,000 to 1,500 because they think, oh, you must be going ahead and sharing value. So now we're going to share your post with a bigger audience. So it's a little tricky, but I'm just kind of letting you know that little insight. You want to go next slide?
Yes. Yeah, it's all about engagement and building the rapport. That's all this is. So here's some of my curiosity posts. These are older ones, but you want to attract them, ask questions about your products or business. So the first one here in the pink, it says testimonials keep coming in. Okay, that was a story that I did. By the way, the Facebook posts and the stories are different. As far as the stories go, you can post those all day long. In fact, stories are actually more popular than the actual posts. So you can post as many stories as you want. The Facebook post you want to kind of limit. So the one in the middle is changing more lives. And then this was on a Monday morning. Who am I going to help this week? What does that tell you? That doesn't tell you much, right? Who am I going to help this week? So I've had people private message me. What are you talking about? She's always seems happy or excited. People have noticed over the years that I'm looking younger. Okay. Well, how is that possible, Wendy? Because we have the secret, right?
Exactly.
We have the secret. So it's just something silly, but this is all true. Testimonials do keep coming in. Every day I hear amazing testimonials. Every day I'm changing more lives. Every week I'm like, who am I going to help this week? So again, I'm putting it myself out there, but all these questions are true, and it is engaging. People want to know, what is she doing? What is she up to now? Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And you notice, everybody, she's got different pictures for different purposes, for different posts, for different stories, whatnot. You don't want to use the same picture, but if you look pretty much like the same you did last year, the pictures that you took, you can easily take that picture, put it inside a different app and put different filters over it, like little light sparkling, or make it black and white or different colors. And you can totally use that. Yes, no one has seen it for over a year or something, as long as you look the same. But as you notice, we're using different pictures here. So just to give you a little insight, I've noticed this for the decades that we've been on social media, which is pictures of you get the most likes, get the most attention. In other words, if she put up here about, somebody reaching down to their knee and said, testimonies keep coming in, guarantee you that would not get as much attention versus her face saying testimonies keep coming in. Two reasons. One, they don't know the person who's bending down and reaching their knee, and they're like, what's that about? Okay, maybe it's about a knee. I don't know, whatever. Moving on, right? But if they see her picture, they look at her eyes, right there, you have a personal heart-to-heart connect. Regardless, we're all connected. And so testimonies keep coming in like, wonder what Amy's all about. Wonder what she's doing. I really want to get to know her and find out and follow her a little bit more. And that's it. And that's another cues into another point here, which is, let's say, for instance, Amy and I, we've been posting, like I said, probably for decades or near a decade. So, but anyways, you might not hear you might not get very many likes, or you not give very many comments, but then out of the blue, and I've gotten many people said this, I've been following you for 2 years, and this looks like you have something, you've stumbled on something that really helped your health. Do you think it could help my, heart disease or whatnot? And it's like, wow, there's watchers out there, guys, who don't do anything. So don't get discouraged. There's watchers out there, and they're just following you and see how authentic you are. How real are you? Are you safe to be involved with? Is this a real product? You're not a scammer, and they just follow you, but they'll eventually reach back out to you and they'll say, oh my gosh, I want what you have. Yeah.
Can I add on to that, Wendy?
Yeah.
You're exactly right. A lot of times when you first start this, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not getting any traction. I'm not getting any traction. But I've had people on Facebook since I've been involved with Lifeway for 2.5 years now. I just recently signed up someone that has been following me for a year on Facebook. Someone else was 2 years on Facebook. You're right. People will watch what you're doing. And a lot of times just because someone doesn't comment doesn't mean they're not paying attention. Okay. So don't let that discourage you. Now, again, these are just some examples. Be creative. This is me being authentically me, because I'm passionate about this product and I am passionate about this business. So again, you're going to hear a redundant theme here, ladies and gentlemen. Engage with a curiosity post. Here's another image. Ask me about stem cells. Okay. So I didn't say stem cell patch. I said, ask me about stem cells. So post a picture which gets the most engagement. It doesn't always have to be a picture of you, but a picture of something rather than just a text. People are visual. I know I am visual. Say something that creates curiosity so that they will reach out to you with questions, either in a message or in other comments. I will tell you, I have gotten preferred customers as well as market partners through my social media because I piqued interest. People have seen, people have noticed. And again, we're all different, but people have said I look younger and I'm happier. And people can see that. They can see that. So people are like, what are you up to? What are you doing? What is this all about? And so again, I'm reeling them in and they're privately messaging me. But a lot of times I'll put something on there and say the power of the patch. The power of the patch. What is that? What kind of patch? What do you know about stem cells? I finally found something to help me with my back pain. Okay. And people will private message you. So if you want to expound on that, Wendy.
Yeah, thank you. So my brain just went out. Okay, coming back in. Reel it in. So you're going to attract exactly who you are. So with a curiosity post, some of you might say, what do I do for attraction marketing or curiosity post? What do you mean by that? Think about if you were to make a post, not if you were to see a post that you would go, wow, what is that? That's the post you want to make, right? And we don't want to go elaborate. And it's like she said, ask me about stem cells. She didn't say, ask me about stem cells. And I'll tell you about a patch that we have that activates your stem cells within 12 hours, within 10 minutes. She didn't go in and share all that. That will just shut people down. Too much information. We all have an attention span of maybe 3 to 4 seconds. Use those 3 to 4 seconds very, very wisely. Just go ahead and get that spark of information out so people go, So for what you to do is basically put up posts, put up memes, information that you want to share that you are interested, things that would interest you. But again, don't share the whole story because you want people to ask questions so you can continue that conversation. Because what is this all about? This is all about going heart to heart, making new conversations to help people in their life. So if you want to attract, let's see, I think earlier I said when Amy and I did our last training, if you want to attract influencers, then you need to become an influencer. You're not going to become that overnight. That takes time. That takes time for you to put up valuable posts that which people are going, wow, this is amazing. I want to follow this person. And if you don't mind, Amy, I'm going to go into this a little bit. You also, you want to keep your posts positive, guys. Facebook is not a place to launder your emotions. Instagram is not a place to launder your emotions. If you're pissed off, you go outside, you go take a walk, you go yell in your pillow, what have you. You don't come back to a post or to a live or to anything else until you're, I'm fine now. because everybody else hears plenty of anger out there. They don't want to hear it on Facebook, and you're just going to turn people away. So come on here with your good side, with your good heart, and that will definitely attract more people.
Yes, and as we're going to the next slide, I just want to add this. Folks, do not spam anyone. Do not send people in Messenger, people you're trying to contact, if you don't have that rapport or that relationship with them. That is a huge turnoff. Yeah, I mean, it's basically 101 in network marketing. Do not do that. We need to set ourselves apart from other people. All right. I mean, I get so much spam in my messenger box. It's ridiculous. And I don't even read it, because if I don't know you from Adam and you're trying to sell me on something, that's a big turnoff. I'm like, no. And think about that. Treat people the way you want to be treated. So if you don't like that, don't do it to someone else. You only send messages in Messenger until you have that conversation. You built that rapport. They like you. They trust you. They get to know you. So don't do that. Just common sense, guys. Common sense.
I agree 100%. And I know that when I first started out, sometimes, I'd be really tired, or in the beginning, I will be completely transparent, guys. I was extremely, and I would say I was in the poorer scenario. I had very little money when I first started out in social media, and I was desperate. And so a lot of times I would just throw up on my post, and you could feel and read the desperateness. And who wants to be part of that? Nobody, right? So if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just stressing and I'm I'm panicky and I just want these people to go ahead and sign up and get this. You don't want that language to come across, because it's not going to attract anybody. So instead,
you're exactly right. And a lot of network marketers, Wendy, do that. They do that.
Yeah. So instead, turn around, like Amy and I talked about in our last training, which is that's when you dive into your personal development. Clean out your own trash, get it thrown out, so you're a nice clean light to come forward with your heart.
You want to come across as being helpful and providing content and value, not being desperate. That's where other posts come in, not just about the patches. It's about vitamins or supplements or exercise or whatever that looks like, because now you're providing content and you're not just plugging yourself and your products. So create posts that ask questions to get them to engage with you. Now, there's a lot of silly posts, but again, it's about engagement. So here's one, do you prefer matte lipstick or glossy lipstick? A lot of people will do the tea and coffee. Do you prefer tea or coffee? Okay, so then a bunch of people will go on there. I like coffee, I like tea, I like espresso, whatever that looks like. And then you're engaging with them. Oh yeah, I like that too. Or, and like Wendy said, if someone does comment on any of your posts, reply to them, strike up a conversation. But you could do silly little posts. Again, do you like tea or coffee? Do you prefer matte lipstick or glossy lipstick? There's a million ways you can do it, but start a conversation with them. For everyone who commented, thank them and support them. Thank them for supporting your post. Ask a question related to the post to keep the conversation going. I also support other people's posts. I am friends with numerous people in other network marketing companies or business owners, right? I like to communicate and be with like-minded people. So if they're doing a cool post, I'm going to comment and I'm going to answer that question. Oh, I like glossy lipstick. I like, tea. I like coffee. And I'm going to support them. And I'm a big believer in supporting other people in this industry. I've mentioned this on many calls. I buy products from other people in this industry if I believe in the product. Okay. So whether that's skincare or supplements. So I believe in supporting other people on their post, because again, it goes back to treat people the way you want to be treated. Be friendly, be personable. There's a saying, shining on someone else, is not going to dim your light, right? But, it's not going to hurt you. So be supportive and of other people, but start that conversation. Do a silly post. It doesn't always have to be serious. Be somewhat silly and fun as well. Anything you want to add to that, Wendy?
Yeah, it's a really great point. Actually, two huge big points come across that. So, again, doing those silly, funny polls or even a different type of poll. Are you getting enough sleep? Yes, no.
Mhm.
How is your pain more than 50% of the day? Hang on a minute. Let me go ahead and mute. Okay. Is your pain more than 50% of the day? Yes, no.
Mhm.
Or, but the thing is like we all, right? We all like to go ahead and come across things that are light and are funny and have nothing to do with politics and have nothing to do with health and have nothing to do with where the world is, right? We want to escape out of that sometimes as well. So give nice lighthearted posts that make people feel great. Just really simple things like Amy went ahead and mentioned. But another thing that's so very important, what Amy really kind of alluded on, was commenting on other posts. So before I post my morning post, I first go into my notifications and I see who has commented to my post. I go into it and I respond back, question, whatnot, right? Try to keep that conversation going. And then I go into Facebook itself and I look at who is up on my feed. And I look at it, I thumbs it, give a thumbs up or a comment on it. And I do that for about 10 to 12 different posts because now Facebook is seeing I am engaging in Facebook. It's not that I'm just spamming my information on Facebook. I'm actually engaging. So that's another part of the algorithm that when I finally do put my post up for the day, they're going to say, hey, we're going to go and share her post with more people again. So if you're only coming on and only posting that day and you're not commenting on anything, you're going to have a small margin of people that which Facebook's actually going to share your post with. And the point is, we want to share with a lot of people, when again, many people as we can on there, so you can create a branding for yourself, for people know you that you're sharing value, so that when you do share that attraction marketing post about, hey, look at this testimony, this is amazing, they're really going to look at it and go, wow, that is something I really want to look into.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, just one more thing as we're changing the slide, just like we talked about, create a poll story. It could be anything like the coffee, the tea thing, or are you looking for more energy? Wendy talked about sleep, or what do you know about stem cells? And just keep it basic and simple. That's it. And you can create a testimonial story within reason. Again, it's about creating the curiosity, getting them to feel the pain, so to speak. Like, for example, you could share an image. There's all kinds of images online of low energy. That's one of the most common things in this country is people don't have enough energy, right? So you can show an image maybe of someone slumped over a desk. It can even be animated, right? Slumped over at their desk at work. Are you tired all the time? Do you have enough energy? Question mark, question mark. And people are going to relate to that. People resonate with that. So back pain, sleep, and energy, and people are overwhelmed and stressed out. So those are the most common things that people are dealing with.
Or even, Amy, I just thought about even taking a picture of you doing this, yes. Right? And then having a second picture of you doing, hang on, I'm pulling out my patch from Patching Podcast and going,
yeah. Here's my patch.
Like this.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're here, you're tired, and now I'm full of energy. And you could say, guess what this is? Guess what I'm doing? I'm getting more energy. Something really short.
Yep. The power of the patch, baby.
There you go.
Yeah, that was a good one. I love that.
Okay, I guess this is an empty one, so move on.
I don't know. I didn't think there was an empty one, but yeah, we'll just go ahead. Oh, here we go. It just takes time to load. So this again is about the engagement. You can only eat 3 foods for a week. What are you eating? I mean, there's 2 more, Wendy, so you may want to hit it. Okay. So again, this is just something silly and light, just fun, lighten it up a little bit. And then again, people are going to comment, and that's where you go back and forth and build that rapport and relationship. So we can move on. Again, just setting some examples here, guys. Attraction marketing with curiosity posts. You see the common thread here? So talk about something you are enjoying the benefits of. So I'm enjoying the benefits of more sleep, less pain, less inflammation, and better mental clarity. And I'll post about that. For example, benefits of the patch without mentioning the name of the patch. You holding a patch up in the photo like we just talked about. I don't have it on this slide, but I have a photo of me because my hair is short, with me with the patch on the back of my neck, and I'll have a photo and I'll say, oh, just me activating my stem cells, something like that. But the key is I use the word activating, okay, because there are no stem cells in the patch. So stem cell activating patch. Post a family, here, if you want to do a lifestyle post, you can do that too. You could do about the product and health, or you could do a lifestyle post, like posting a family vacation, and how grateful you are that now you can afford this vacation thanks to your business. So there's two ways, and you're going to see some lifestyle posts coming up, but you can focus on the health, or you can do lifestyle, or you can mix it up. I like variety.
Yeah, I like variety too, because it tells you more, it tells your audience more about who you are. You know, I'm not just a health coach or holistic healthcare practitioner. I'm not just a spiritual mentor, right? I've got a family, and I like to go hiking. I like to go kayaking, and you know, people want to see. You know, people like to see that because, and this is sad, but it's true. There are a lot of people who are landlocked and also house locked, and they live vicariously through other people. And usually they're landlocked, or I should say house locked, due to health purposes. So they're following you to see what you're doing, going, gosh, that looks so fun. And if, you know, eventually when you pull out that attraction marketing about, you know, I didn't used to do this 5 years ago. I mean, I've got a friend of mine who's involved with this business that, you know, I think it was like 3-4 years ago. Yeah. He couldn't walk but 20 feet because his knee was bothering him so bad. And now he's hiking 5 miles up and down mountains, you know, and that's posts that he puts out. So it does attract people. Go, wow, really? Really? You didn't used to do that, and now you can. And so they're thinking, now I've got that hope for myself. So yeah, share your activities. It's very important.
And it's just you being you. Be authentic. So curiosity posts related to the product. A lot of people do before and afters. I think that's incredible. In fact, I tell new people now when they get started, whether it's a preferred customer or a market partner, take a photo of yourself before you start the X39 and do it again in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, etc. Because you will notice a difference. A photo is worth 1,000 words. When you see your, like, for example, myself, I didn't notice my skin change because I see this mug every day, every day. So I didn't notice it, but I had other friends comment on it. So now I tell everyone to take photos. I have friends where scars have disappeared, stretch marks have disappeared, age spots have disappeared. So anything like that, guys, please get your preferred customers, your new market partners to take photos of anything on the skin, bags under the eyes, wrinkles, because eventually they do soften, they do lessen. So that's a great before and after. And you're excited about it, right? So reverse aging, who wants to look 10 years younger? There's a great one. If someone says no to that, run, just run. But, you know, how about reduced pain, you know, better sleep, increased energy, all these things the X39 has been scientifically proven to do. So a lot of times I post on with the dogs, with the cloudy eyes, 30 days later, now the eye is clear. People love their pets. So we have numerous photos on different pets and how they look better. Now they're running around acting young, like a young puppy or a young kitten. So anything like that, just be creative.
Yeah, so I'm trying to pull up real quick. So on everyone's LifeWave website, I'm pulling it up. There we go. So I can't see my reflection. Can you see that one, Amy?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so everybody knows that one. So you can say, hey, the stem cell activation patch has rapid pain relief. Anything that's on here is what am I thinking of, Amy?
Well, clinical studies, scientific studies.
Right,
I mean,
it's compliant. It's within compliance.
Yes.
So we can say any of this without a problem. Absolutely. The things you don't want to state is anything that says that has a label like this helps diabetes, and anything that has it, what do you call it? Not a label,
well, disease specific.
Yeah, disease specifics, because literally that's owned by the pharmaceutical companies. But you can say these help your body, these stem cell activation patches improve the quality of your cells, so therefore it can perhaps better improve your sugar levels. That is something that is that's actually borderline not compliant. But I'm saying is you describe the problem. So instead of saying depression, you can say it can lift your mood. There's a really good example.
Yes.
So describe the feelings, the symptoms, instead of saying the actual label of the disease.
Perfect. You're exactly right. So here's a lifestyle post. And again, you could do those or not do them. This is a day at the pool with my granddaughter. And I just simply put my office today. Okay. I've done that from the beach because literally, folks, we could do this business anywhere. All you need is your cell phone. So you could be at the beach working. And I say this all the time because it's true. I work this business at red lights. Okay. So I have 2 minutes at a red light. I'm texting someone, start x39now.com. So you can do this at the beach while you're on vacation, while you're out to dinner, while you're at the grocery store. You can fit this business in the nooks and crannies of your life. So post a picture of that, post curiosity on what you do, project an image of something everyone would love, get them reaching out to you. More and more people are working from home and more people want to work from home. Okay, we have, I mean, just look at the inflation today. I think it's about $500 extra families have to spend today with gas and food prices. People need extra income. They need an extra revenue stream. They might want more time freedom. So think outside the box about that. Now, we cannot guarantee any income claims either, but you can go to the beach with your family and still do this business. That's the whole point. It's about freedom, lifestyle, health, mindset.
Really sad. I have nothing to share.
So who do you follow? Like I belong to several groups on Facebook. Okay, that's another way to engage with people, and it's all genuine. So I belong to different natural health groups. I belong to different inspirational groups. For those of you who know me on Facebook, I'm a big believer in my faith. So I have a lot of faith things, or food, or Italy. So those are all genuine interests of mine. Decorating is another one, and I make contacts with people because you get to build that rapport. But who do you follow? These are some of the people that I follow. So different mentors for me, whether it's for business, inspirational, or network marketing. So get ideas and content from other people. Network marketing trainers. Now, I'm not saying copy it verbatim. You don't want to do that, guys. Okay, look at something and tweak it and change it. All right, unless you ask someone permission. So you want to be you, just get ideas. So think about that.
Yeah, and find the people that speak to you. You know, like such Eric Worre, he might not be for you. It might be Tony Robbins is for you. It, you know, and it might be what's the Rich Dad Poor Dad?
Robert Kiyosaki is one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's an awesome one. And so find what talks to you. Like I love Simon Sinek. Love him. Brilliant man. And so I follow him. I love the way he talks. Like it makes sense to my brain. So find who works for you. And just a matter of going out, there's a whole bunch, guys. I mean, there's like hundreds, probably thousands of leaders that teach personal development and also how to be more successful in being a direct marketing or network marketing. I like that word better because we're network marketers. We're not direct. We're communicating with people. Simon Sinek. Sorry, Jan, I just saw it. Simon Sinek. He's yeah, you can just check him out. He's on YouTube. Okay.
So
these are other.
Yeah. John
now,
Maxwell.
Didn't you used to do something with John Maxwell? I thought you
no. My favorite is Danny Johnson. So again, join or create your own Facebook group. I belong to several Facebook groups. There's one, health and wellness, but you could create your own. And I know I have some people on the team who have created their own, and it is about health and it is about the patches. But you know, engage in 2 or 3 groups on a regular basis, reach new prospects that have similar interests. Again, add value and add more value and add more value. So people will see all of you and not see you as, oh my gosh, here she is again, shoving that patch down my throat, right? That's why I talk about other things outside of the patch. So add value, build trust and build relationships in this group. Now, the other thing, Wendy, if you don't mind, I want to talk about, I have a list here. So it's not on the slide, but again, create curiosity. If there's a problem, try and solve it. Okay, sleep deprived. Are you sleep deprived? You know, I finally found something, that help me go to sleep. I'm no longer waking up 2 or 3 times a night. I'm going into that deep sleep. Contact me and I'll show you how to get it wholesale. That's a conversation you can have. Tell stories about your product without mentioning the product. Share testimonials, but again, like we just spoke about, don't talk about disease specifics, pain, stiffness, inflammation, energy, better mental clarity, wound healing. We have numerous photos, folks, on wounds and healing, like 30 days, 60 days. So get some of those photos and you could use those. So you could also do a giveaway if you want. I've seen number of people do that. It could be patches, it could be something else. But again, it's about creating that engagement, being fun, think outside of the box. On a lot of your posts, you want a call to action. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But if you want a call to action, you want them coming to you. That's why if someone comments, I'll say, contact me. I'll show you how to get it wholesale. Who doesn't want to get something wholesale? I do. I want to save money, but build relationships, join groups, or again, you could create your own Facebook group and invite people there.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a couple groups that most groups, guys, they do have like a rule that if you're coming in hypothetically an arthritic group, they have a rule that if someone says, oh my gosh, my joints are really hurting, let's say you had arthritis in your hand but it's gone now, they don't allow you. So make sure you look at the group rules. They don't allow you basically to say, oh my gosh, I really did this by activating my stem cells. And because you are a representative of LifeWave, you might get booted out of that. So instead you might say, you know what, I used to feel that way too. But man, I finally found a new health application that really helped me out. I really hope if you'd like to, you can reach out to me privately and I'll share with you what I did, but I want to be respectful of this page and their rules, so it kind of looks like, you're not really trying to spam everybody in there and just trying to sell them something. And then when you connect privately, even some groups don't allow you to connect privately. And so you really have to look at those rules very, very clearly. Absolutely.
Yes, that's so true. And I like the feel, felt, found. I use it all the time. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Then I found something. So feel, felt, found.
Or use the good old Bob statement. And now obviously yours too. I finally found.
Right.
Oh, that works wonderful. Oops, I don't know why it's not moving. Hang on. There we go.
Wait, okay. Yeah, I know we're getting close to the end. So again, join or create your own Facebook group. This is another group I belong to. Go where your target market is. What are your interests? What are your hobbies? What are they interested in? What is a cause that you believe in? Okay. Be genuine. What could you talk about forever? That's also a good post. I've seen numerous people post that. What subject or topic can you talk about forever? People have hundreds of comments. I could talk about how to grow tomatoes, how to go fishing, whatever that is. But again, it's about getting people to come to you. Attraction marketing, piquing interest, being genuine. What is your hobby? What is your hobby? Because again, the whole thing is the whole picture. I'm not just a LifeWave senior presidential. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a Nona. I love to decorate, I love to cook, whatever that looks like. So that whole package is me, and it's about marketing yourself, building your brand, whatever that looks like.
So some of you might say, what is your target market? Honestly, for these patches, right? Anybody can benefit from this, but that could actually put a monkey wrench in the system in your brain. Like, oh my gosh, if everybody can, then who's my target market? So find whom, again, like it gave me some that you can connect with. Obviously, I'm not going to go on. Hang on, let me mute somebody. I'm not going to go on an automotive page and start, chatting up there and, act like I know anything about automobiles. I know nothing. So there is thousands, billions of people, millions of people that are interested in the same thing you are interested in. So start there until you get into your comfort zone, and that comes like a norm. And then if you want to reach out to automotive, then great, reach out to automotive. But start with who you are. And attract the same people who like flowers or who like golfing or, and Amy who likes decorating, attract those same people, get on those same groups or create those groups as well. and, you know, create those relationships. It all comes down to that.
So again, you know, for your curiosity post, keep it positive and upbeat. We've already talked about that. I mean, we're all human, and life does have its ups and downs, obviously. Okay, I don't care who you are. We all have the ups and downs, and in this business, you're going to have ups and downs. It's part of life. But keep your post positive and upbeat. There's always something to be positive about. Be honest and pure and pleasant. Be genuine. But here's the big part: be genuinely interested in helping others. And I try and teach the team, Bob and I teach the team this all the time: the mission before the commission. Okay, how can you help people? So be genuinely interested in helping others. Also, I believe, and this is just my personal belief, you don't have to buy into it. If we're selling a health product, then try and be healthy. Try and live a healthy lifestyle. Don't go out there trying to sell these patches while you're eating your McDonald's, drinking a Mountain Dew, and smoking a cigarette. Okay, so I'm sorry, that's just the way I believe. Try and be healthy, and you don't have to be a vegan or anything drastic, but implement small little changes so you're healthier. So that might mean walking a little bit more, adding a couple more glasses of, you know, purified water, eating a couple more fruits or veggies a day. Do simple steps. But if we're selling a health product, I believe do the best that you can to live a healthier lifestyle. Also, we have the ability here to live a life of financial freedom. Okay, that's why I've been doing network marketing for 30 years. To me, it actually isn't really all about the money. It's about freedom, and the freedom and flexibility. That's what I like, because I can work when I want. I spend time with my family, my friends. So whatever you want, ability to live a life of time freedom. So again, your post, your curiosity post can be about health, can be about before and after of someone who looks 10 years younger. It could be about the dog. It could be about the product based, or it could be about creating a lifestyle. Again, more and more people need to make money. More people want to work from home. A lot of people want to have residual income. And trust me, once you get residual income, you will walk through a brick wall to get it. Once you get a taste of it, you don't want to be without it. So we can help you do that, and you can help others. But again, no income claims and no medical claims.
Yeah, the only thing I could really add to that is, you know, like I follow, and this is where my point is, and if you're having a slide coming up about this, just let me know and I'll pause. But I follow Dr. Stacy. You know, she's my downline, but I follow her. I do not friend her. I follow her. And her posts are, this is what I ate, and she has a really healthy plate. Look, I just got through running, 3 miles today. You know, here we are, you know, taking our daily walk. You know, that's not all the time. She actually does many other different type of posts, but, you know, falling right into Amy's conversation about health, you know, we all do something healthy. So you can definitely go ahead and share those pictures and photographs. But I want to talk about who do you friend, and when do you accept friendships, and who do you follow? So anybody's involved in LifeWave, you follow them. You do not friend them. Why? Because if I had everybody in LifeWave, my friends, and everybody's going to say, oh my gosh, Wendy, this is a really great post. Guess what? Facebook, they're just going to send to everybody in LifeWave. And no offense, but I'm trying to find the new people who haven't heard about LifeWave. So anybody in LifeWave, if you come across them, don't, you know, just hit the follow button. Don't send them the friend button, because otherwise it's just basically their posts are going to be shared with you versus the new people that which they could be exposing to. And when you get ready to go ahead and look at people to be friends, like someone sends you a friend request, just don't say yes, guys. In the beginning, I was saying yes to everybody. And then all of a sudden, one of their posts came up and was one of those pictures you just didn't want to look at, and you can't get out of your head. And those are 3 seconds of your life you're never going to get back. So really be diligent. Look at their profile. Look at the pictures they've shared. Look at the posts that they've uploaded.
The content, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Does it match with you? Do you have things in common? I mean, honestly, if somebody's, no offense to anybody on here, but if anybody is like a rapper and they're into, the cars that bounce up and down, and they're in that world. That is not my world. I couldn't comment on any of their posts because that's not my world. It's a great world, not saying anything that bad about it, but I'm saying I just don't have anything common with them. So I personally, now, Amy, you might have a different opinion, but I personally would not necessarily friend that. But what's really, really important though, there's a lot of spammers out there. There's a lot of scam. There's fake people asking for your friendships everywhere. And usually they only post 3 or 4 posts. They always say they're widowed. They always say they're involved in either some sort of money or oil rigs. And they usually have women, like maybe, they're friends with maybe 12 women. That's usually a pretty good sign. This is a fake account, guys. So just no, thank you. I'm not going to accept that friendship. Be very picky as to whom you're friends with.
You're exactly right on that. And I always accept a friend request of people, like-minded people.
And now, don't get me wrong, when it comes back to LifeWave, my downline, especially my new people, yes, I friend them. So they basically are with me in alignment. Absolutely. But anyone that's cross line, it's better that you just follow the people within that are LifeWave and within the Facebook.
So another thing about curiosity, love being involved in the community, enjoys interacting and working well with others, right? Enjoy assisting team members reach their goals. So you could also post things about your team. I've done that before in the stories. We've had a whole bunch of people get promoted. Again, I'm not talking about LifeWave. I'm not talking about x39. Just so-and-so got promoted to manager, or so-and-so is director. Oh my gosh, just creating that excitement. Again, they're not sure what it is. If you're on the outside, they're like, what is she talking about? So things like that can create a lot of curiosity. And it's good to promote other people on your team. People need that acknowledgement and recognition.
And what I was going to say, and by Amy doing that, you're learning more about that. Amy is there to empower and to celebrate other people's life. It's just not about her. She's there that's the proof right there. She's really there for other people. So I love that.
And we're going to be closing this out soon. So who's your target market? And questions, ask yourself, what is their gender? I think we need to probably hit it one more time. Okay, what is their occupation? Their age? But again, like Wendy said, and everyone over 35 needs this product, guys, bar none. Everyone over 35, but you can target market back pain, energy, athletes, things like that. So who's your target market? And questions asked. What is their number one problem? Do they need money? What's their need for money, or both? Is it health or wealth? We provide both. We provide both. I believe get people healthy and the money will come. The more people you help, the money will come.
Remember, Amy, once we get, the conversation flowing, then we take it into Messenger. There's like an acronym to the 4 questions you want to eventually hit upon. Do you remember that?
You mean the form? Family, occupation, recreation, and money form.
Yep. That is a beautiful thing to stick with, guys. So you want to say that again so everybody gets it again?
Yeah. The word form, it stands for family, who their family is. Occupation, what do they do? Recreation, what do they like to do? What are their hobbies or interests? And then M stands for money.
Really good segue there.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, are they interested in making money? What about health? Do they live a healthy lifestyle? What excites them? And who do they read or listen to? So here's some other examples of this too. So follow the people you resonate with, get some ideas, but the whole mindset thing and positivity will serve you well in this business as well as in your life. So these skills will empower you to attract your customers instead of spamming or cold messaging them. And those are 2 no-nos, guys. Do not spam. If you don't like it, don't do it to you. But you want to be professional and be respectful, like we talked about. You get better results when people come to you. Think about this. When you go out to the store, I don't want people coming and bothering me. So I want to look freely. I want to buy. I don't want to be sold. People want to buy. They don't want to be sold. So think about that. Lead with, be genuine. Lead with love, humor, positivity. Be genuine. Be yourself. Create posts that get results. And you can change it up, tweak it. Look at what got engagement and what didn't, right? Post once or twice a day and no more than that. But I believe if you post 2 or 3 times a day, do 2 personal posts and 1 business post. Okay, sandwich it in there. Don't have every post be about your product. You want to mix it up.
Yeah, that's a very valid point. Actually, with the algorithms, 3 times a day is kind of like the main one to go. And it all again, depends on your audience. Now, my audience, I maybe do attraction market posting about testimonies every other day. So it's like maybe 1 out of 6 posts. But if I get a lot of people, all of a sudden that last post, a lot of people, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Then I will put another post that's very interesting, maybe about health, but maybe I'll put another testimony type post very shortly right behind, because I know those people are really watching now. So I want to really make sure that gets out. Now, anybody that gives you a thumbs up, you want to reconnect with those people, especially on the attraction marketing post of like a testimony or something. I always reach back out to them. I copy my link to that post. I reach out to that person. I say, thank you so much for giving me the thumbs up on that post. And then I share that link and say, so would you like any more info, or how is your day? Would you like any more information about this? And if they say yes or no, if they say, if they don't say anything, they might say, well, my day's going great. Well, that means they're not interested in engaging that conversation about the patches as such. So I just talk to them normally. I do not bring the patches up again, because that's coming into that line of spamming, right? Where I just want to reach back to them and say, hey, you like this? Did you want more information? No, you don't. Okay, great. So how's your life going? And again, create that conversation, that heart to heart.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And it's about reading people, right? Body language and reading people. And don't take it personally. If someone you contact or isn't, interested, you don't take it personally. We have no idea what's going on in someone's life, right? We don't know what kind of challenges they may be facing. And again, a lot of times it's just being consistent and being persistent. Sign up someone I talked to a year ago, sign up someone I talked to 2 years ago. So you never know. Timing is everything in life and in this business. So don't get discouraged. There's a lot of people out there that want help or want this product or want to make money. So focus your energy on other people and not on the ones who are saying no, because that will drain you.
Yeah, very, very good advice. Yeah, don't get hooked up in the rejection, guys. It's not rejection. You got to remember, how many times has you been so crazy in your head and you've been so busy, or maybe, people are sick in your world and you're just burning your candle at all ends. And then somebody comes to you and goes, oh my gosh, I have something that could be really good for you to keep all your stress away. And you're like, go away, right? Because it's just one more thing. So just remember that when you hear that go away, that, you know what? God bless them. Maybe they're going through a lot. You have no idea. Oh, no problem. I just want to make sure you're okay. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Mm-hmm. I'm here for you, whatever, right? Don't go in and spam that way either. But know that the rejection really has 99.9% has nothing to do with you, has everything to do with everything they're going through.
Exactly. So, and remember, people don't care what you know until they know that you care.
I love that. All righty. I think that concludes. I think this was a nice broad stroke.
Yes. And like you said, Wendy, we're going to dive deeper into this, but this is the basics. And just to get you started, we want you to feel comfortable. And again, I want to reiterate this, folks. If I can do this, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Because I didn't know how to do it either. And I learned and I just practiced and threw some things out there. So you can do it. Baby steps. As long as you're moving in the right direction, that's all that matters. But do baby steps. So.
Yeah, that is awesome. I remember when and guys, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to say the wrong things. You're going to go ahead and sometimes put up a post that you're like, oh, I shouldn't have put that up. That's the beautiful thing about delete button. You're going to make mistakes. No big deal. I've been doing social media since 2012. Then not necessarily for any type of network marketing, but, I've said some things. I've shared information that I thought was truth. And it turned out it wasn't true. So that's another good thing. when you see something that inspires, you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. Because, you know, Sally just shared this and wow, be careful because that's drama sharing. And because if you're excited or if you're happy or if you're angry, that's drama sharing. Stop yourself. First look into it and you know, see if it's really real and do your research and then come back and go and say, do I really want to share this? Is this part of my branding, right? If you're trying to do health and then you're trying to share, you know, a post about something that made you all excited about politics is not your branding. So don't share it. Just leave it alone. Go for a walk and get all excited or angry or somewhere else, but not on Facebook. But again, you all make mistakes and you're going to learn from them and you're going to grow. It's not like the end all. If you do a bad post, no big deal. You know, everything flows back around. Everybody forgets. It's no big deal. It's all going to work fine in the end.
Amen.
Amy and I are thinking, right, some posts that we're like, oh,
I know. I've done it myself. I'm a very passionate person, so I have to walk away. So,
oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we want to thank each and every one of you for taking time out on this beautiful Saturday. I know we're all busy with families and things going on, so you guys are dedicated. You're doing the work, so you're disciplined. So give yourselves a round of applause for that. So good job. And so next Saturday, we'll see you back here at 1 p.m. Eastern. So have a blessed week, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Excellent training, ladies. Thank you.